There we go. Hello. Hello. Is this thing on? Are you seeing this? We're on a new game today. I have no idea what I'm getting into. It's a mystery game. The intrigue is partially from the fact that I don't really know what's gonna happen. I don't know anything about this thing. It's an intriguing piece. Yeah, welcome to the stream. The stream of the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. A most interesting stream. Oh, you're a live stream, I can hear you. That's good, that's good. We're gonna have to do, we are, of course, going to need to do some audio testing later. So, I have no idea what's gonna happen when I press. So, like, I haven't gone past the screen, right? I don't actually know what's happening. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I haven't even done that, right? Like, I haven't even, normally, like, I've fiddled around in the options, like, before stream and stuff, but I haven't even done that. I have no idea what's past this English screen. Because it popped up to this immediately, and I was like, well, if this works, I'm just gonna start doing it. Yeah, Alex folks have never heard of this. It seems very interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen when I press begin. Could be anything. First things first, I'll probably have to look at settings and see if I could reconfigure some settings, because like I figured I was weighing the options, right? I could have my genuinely like I wanted to preserve the like not knowing anything, so like I don't actually know what's, so like that includes not knowing what's past this thing, including settings. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know that I don't speak Spanish or French or German or Russian, or Japanese. No, well, I don't actually. I don't speak. I don't speak anything but English, so we're gonna be doing English. I've been imagining a Sonic Certified crossover. That's interesting. Anyway, we were going to begin the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. My foot has weirdly fallen asleep. We're just gonna have to ignore that. Begin. Oh, it's become full screen. We might have to fix that. We'll fix it. We'll fix it after this. After whatever happens here. Hopefully, it doesn't look terrible to you. I can't see chat anymore. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You don't need the intro. It's Cosmic Wheels settings. Okay, good. The settings. Sound effects. We'll keep all of this normal. UI dialog, default text feed. What's called default? We could go fast, which is usually what I do. I'm gonna go with default. Cursor speed is gonna be default. We're gonna be. I actually stream in specifically 1080p, so we're actually going to apply that. All right, we're back. We cannot see. Great. I have to reapply this. Although it should be working now. I should have successfully gotten it to the thing, right? It should be. You should be able to see now. It should be on the settings. There. Okay, we fixed it. We're back. Beautiful, beautiful title screen. Beautiful music. Audio levels. How is audio? What should I turn it up? Turn it down? There's music going on if you can't hear it at all. How you guys feeling about audio? Content warning, credits, continue card. All right, we're gonna do content warning after this. Because Persona 5 was summoned by tearing off the mask you put on to society. To be honest, I doubt someone like Hazlish would put on any act for society. Alright, I see. Seems fine audio-wise. Alright, we seem fine audio-wise. People can hear. People can see. Let's, look at the credits. Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Actually, wait, no, we'll do that later. Let's look at the content warning. This game will contact with sensitive themes and content including self-harm, suicide, discrimination, gender dysphoria, depression, anxiety, nudity, sexual themes, crude language, and use of legal drugs. So this is the official content warning. Go no further if this is not good for you. But if otherwise, we are going. You know what? Sorry guys, Wolf. I'm gonna unpin your promotion method. I'm going to put this in the I'm gonna pin the content warning. That makes sense, right? What happened if Sonic went into the metaverse? Oh yeah, I forgot about the metaverse. Sorry, all I can think of is the thing. YouTube terms of service. It's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Let me see. Content. Content warning. Self-harm. Suicide. Discrimination. How do I spell that? One M in discrimination. Discrimination. Gender dysphoria. Depression. Anxiety. Nudity. Sexual themes. Crude language. Use of legal drugs. Pin message. Understood a really anticlimactic awakening for Sonic. I see. Right, I don't know how Persona 5 really works. I know you go into like the alternate dimension, you do things. Alright, let's get ready for a new game. Are we ready? Are we set it? Let's go. Auto size and memorize as you go. You can't change slots mid-story to try different options. After all, this is a game about fate. Interesting. So, I don't know how many endings there are or how any of this works, but or if I'll be able to like how easy it'll be to try new things. I like the I love how the menu interacts with the cursor. But it's saying we're just doing a straight shot. There's no, after you do a choice, it won't let you redo things. So let's go. Eternal Void, heed the words of a prisoner. I beg of you, send me a curse to break this immortal isolation. Hear the chant my mentor once forbid me to recite. Stranger to my soul, invade my body. Stranger to my soul, invade my mind. Grant me an eye to see beyond my torment. Take my pride, my sorrow, my chains. Turn them into power, wisdom, revenge. Stranger to my soul, invade my magic. Stranger to my soul, become my faith. That's a beautiful... Alright, that's a beautiful song. Magic Sonic's Persona saying something like, you know what? I'm gonna just do cutscenes first. I feels great to be awakened again. Who are you? My name is Fortuna. I am a witch. Why did you summon me? Because I would rather lose my pride than my sanity. Sounds fun. Tell me more. I was condemned to exile by the leader of my coven. Today marks the 200th year of my millennium-long sentence. And I can't take it anymore. I need your help. What do you use as a clock? Humanity's cradle, planet Earth. Oh, 200 human years. That's quite some time. I feel you. I had been imprisoned for 5,402 years until you summoned me. Isolation can really do a number on you. This is very interesting. I do experience a lot of things on the trigger warning, and I'm currently not agreeing. I'll have play it by ear, but I might have to go. So that's perfectly fine. Makes sense. But I'm very excited. I will help you. I shall become your familiar. Thank you, Abramar. Now get comfortable. We are going to seal a contract. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude. I am really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Oh, of course, you are welcome. This is totally a good idea. He seems pretty chill. I'm sure there's no reason he was in a cosmic prison. I'm sure it'll be fine. Is something the matter? Not really. It's just that after all the reading I did about behemoths, I didn't expect your behavior to be so mundane. Really tempted fate here. Whoa, mundane. That hurt. Oh, I mean, you're still intimidating, but I always pictured you speaking in archaic poetry or something like that. Ha 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 ha. I like you. I like you so much I'm going to let you pick the terms of our contract. You will still have to pay a high price for my magic, though. I'm well aware of that. I won't back off. Alright, then let's begin your training. The ceremony is 5 days long. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Right now. You are already my favorites, Master. The first day is the easiest one. An interview, so we get to know each other. So, I'm already messing up. An interview, so we can get to know each other. Lesson 1, admittance. Alright. I'll read Turk's comment. I am much times saying like, okay, let's get this over with. I am thou, thou art, I yada yada, something changed from something rebellion. Right, yeah. Oh, wait, do the personas in Persona have, like, separate consciousnesses? I guess so. I never thought about it like that. I don't know, that never occurred to me. All I do is watch my sister play, so I don't know what actually happens. Oh boy, I sure hope nothing terrible is summoning ancient deities. And sometimes you just gotta do that. Sometimes you just do a summoning, you know, a little summoning. Friday night summoning. It's like... It's a thing. I'm pretty sure nothing's ever gone wrong. Tell me about yourself. What is your specialty? I'm a fortune teller. Oh, one of my favorites. Would you mind doing a reading for me? I can't. It's part of my sentence. Aadana vanished my tarot deck. Aadana is the leader of my coven. Wow. You must have something really grave to get exiled and deprived of your magic. I foretold the falling of my coven. Bleak. But how are your visions your fault? After my premonition, the coven was consumed by despair. Many wishes came to me for counsel to prepare before the end times. Personas are called my other half or self and my other half and things along those lines by some of the characters. I see. That's what people also call their partners, I think. So if you think about it, naturally it makes sense that No, I'm not going to finish that line of thought. Aidena didn't like that. She holds supreme authority in our coven, so she decided to exile me to this wandering asteroid. Hope that has nothing to do with the destruct fall of your coven. Our leader determined that even if all covens must fall eventually, advertising their demise only pushes the catastrophe forward. Aadana decided my power posed a great danger to the peace inside our coven. She concluded that I had learned to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. Learned to reason? Talk about yes, exactly. That I learned to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. Interesting. So, like, reasoning is bad. But so, like, reasoning. Wait, sorry, I got kind of transfixed by the blinking. Have you noticed that that they're out of sync? Like, I think it's on purpose. Like it's like just off. Like the person in the left version will blink before the right version. Anyway, what I was saying is it's interesting that reasoning instead of had to learn to reason. Oh. Look, words. This is gonna be a rough ride. There's a lot of words in this one, and I'm not good at reading. So, had she concluded that I had to learn to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. So I was sentenced to meditate for a millennium deprived of my deck. Since I am here, I deduce that you don't agree with your leader's judgment. She was afraid of my influence. Many of our sisters put their trust in my advice. I'm sure the hag thought I was undermining her supremacy and decided to cast me out. Yeah. That's a question for Galaxy, so I will not field that because I don't know what Sonic's Awakening even is. You sure sound sour about it. Would you kill her should you have the chance? I don't know. Oh, we're just starting off right away with the murder. I don't know much about this person, right? Like, this is a tricky one, right? Normally, like, so, like, if I had gotten the story to get to know her, like, then maybe I might know. But, like, should I? Would I kill her? This was important. Like, this was really important. But, like, I know nothing about her, right? Like, so for all I know, like, I know my character feels sour about it. I know. Would I kill her? Should I have the chance? There's so much information, right? Like, I don't know how I feel about this person. I kind of wanted to say yes, right? Because, like, she doesn't feel sour. We're kind of already crossed a few moral lines by summoning this guy. But, like, also murder is wrong. Sonic I grew up with Sonic Classic Collection on the Nintendo DS. This is tricky. Presumably we'll come back and do other endings, I think. We're gonna at least get every achievement, because that's like the low bar. They don't seem that hard to get. So we probably will have a chance to come back and, like, choose the other option. But, like, still, would I kill her? Should I kill her? Maybe, I mean, in stories, murder is bad. Well, yeah, but, like, maybe this is a different story. It's an indie game. It could go differently. I think it's more... Yeah, you're right. You know what? I think I will probably go with no. Right? I'm not sure. It would be convenient, right? We kill the Coven leader, then we don't have to worry about her. She seems like a threat to us, so even if we come back. But, like, I think it's interesting. I think there's going to be... I'm very interested to see how he reacts to saying, no, I'm not going to murder her, considering how far deep we already are in them things. I am very interested. I'm going to say no. Murder is wrong. No. Isolation didn't eat away your mercy yet, I see. Ellipses. Okay. I will help you recover your powers. Will you get me a new tarot deck? Could you please buy me another deck? Oh, they're so expensive. My D&D groups actually made tarot cards to represent us. So like we have like a tarot deck for all of our D&D characters. Yeah. Tarot. Pfft. No. I mean, tarot is cute, but it is too human-centric to grasp the hidden truths of the cosmos. You will create your own deck. My own deck? I wouldn't even know where to begin. That's why he's here. Leave the details to me. That is what these 5 days of training are for. You're going back to witch school, Fortuna, For this training, we will review the 4 basic elements of magic so that the player can learn all of the basic stuff that you already know. Air, water, earth, and fire. Long ago, the nations lived together in harmony. Kind of like how each confidant, if someone is represented by a tarot card. Your tarot is everywhere. It's always there in the background, waiting to sneak up on you. Protagonist is usually the Fool, I believe. The Fool has a bad rap as a card, but I hear it's not actually... It's not meant in the same way that we think of fools. So I don't remember what it means, though. Oh, no. Don't worry. It will be fun. Plus, you'll get to seal a contract with me for each of those energies. So that's pretty rad. Sealing contracts is awesome. Now get some rest. Tomorrow we will start with the invisible energy. Air. I like air. That's pretty good. Need that to live. I guess you need all of them to live. Yes. Lesson 11. Context. Clearly not 11, but lesson 2. First day of school. Are you nervous? To be honest, I'm just happy to be able to hear something other than my own voice. Ha, that's cool. Today we are going to talk about air. I'm going to focus on what will be useful for creating our own divination deck. If it was meant to be the beginning of the journey, right? I think I heard from each cards at a different point in that journey or something. I mean, I'm not the tarot expert. I know about it, but I'm not the tarot expert. You know why my good friend Barrett knows a lot. My star-crossed streamer, which is what we say because we can never catch each other's streams, knows about tarot and actually will do a reading for like a certain amount of channel points on his stream. But I don't actually know anything. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Barrett's asleep right now. So, but no, I honestly don't know any about the tarot things. It's besides that, like they're cards. You know, it doesn't matter. We're making new tarot plus in this game anyway. For what we're useful for creating our own divination deck. Understood. Air represents the invisible, the negative space that which imbues everything. We'll probably learn all the symbolism here. Air is the collective subconscious, energy within a community, the ecosystem. Air is everything that surrounds us. Air is context. Also, back at the top of Sonic's plural, I have an idea for the main canon Sonic, trying other dimensions from other alternate universes, like what Prime did to other continuities. Sonic Sand traveling to other old adventures from... I mean... Okay, I don't know anything about Sonic. First off, what's the main canon Sonic... Actually, I was everything. First off, that's not how you spell canon. That's like a thing that goes boom. Second off, who counts as the main canon? Isn't there like a classic anyway? And like, I don't actually know is there like a main canon Sonic? Is that like actually a thing? Third off, also, is that not... So I guess that means the Sonic from Sonic Prime isn't canon. And I'm guessing you mean traveling to other existing alternate continuities? Because I think Prime makes up its own stuff, right? Like, it doesn't go to, like, other existing continuities. I don't know. I don't know that much about Sonic's. Exactly. Master your air, and you will acquire unparalleled awareness. Dear God, I need unparalleled awareness. My awareness in real life is terrible. IDW/Game/Prime is the current canon Sonic. Wait, that's one canon? I thought. Okay, so my idea of the canon of the Sonic timeline, because it's a beautiful game. Got to polish out with the Sonic timeline. I thought the comics, Prime, and the games were all in separate continuities, and I also thought that some of the games were... I didn't even think all the games were in the same continuity. Like, I didn't know. I thought they're all split up. There is power in knowing one's place. Even when isolated, you are one with the cosmos. Now, for the first part of our contract, we will seal our air energies together. Yes, please. As I promised, I will let you decide the nature of every seal. All of the seals in America. You just need to answer a question. But careful. Your answer will affect your fate dramatically. Apparently that's the current canon. I will make new worlds, but also visit other pre-existing continuities. Interesting. I'm ready. There's also a few, like, yeah, because, like, didn't... Never mind. Well, I'm not gonna say, I don't know much about it. I don't know anything. For the air seal, how do you want to be perceived? Oh. There's a lot of choices with... I was not expecting the amount of upfront choices that might, like, change things. Do I want to be feared, adored, or pitied? I usually would like, I want to be adored, honestly. Like, I'm leaning heavily towards adored. Being pitied has its advantages. It's kind of nice. It can be helpful, like, makes people underestimate you. That it's kind of interesting. It almost speaks to the idea that, like, we're just gonna know that stuff's gonna go wrong. I don't want to be feared. I don't genuinely want to be feared. I think I do just want to be adored. We're gonna go with adored. I want to be adored. Of course, I want it to be genuine. Like, I don't want people to just mindlessly love me. But I want the general positive perception to be good. Like, and I want people who know me. I want to have a close relationship with people that know me. 2 or 3, but not 1 for sure. Yeah, we're leaning towards not the power hungry. Ready for an ego trip, eh? I mean, a little. I mean, there were only 3 options. So, like, you know, if I had to have, if it was open answer, I'd probably go something like, I'd like to be seen as a good person, but, like, it would be like, well, it would be me, so I'd think about it, and there'd be a long, rambling response. There's a good reason they don't give me any choice on that. I'm on board. Inspiring adoration will allow you to gather support from many. But be careful you don't get overthrown by your idol persona. I wonder, I mean, I wonder what he'd say for pitied, though, right? Like, what would he say for that? Also, other thing I was gonna say is, as a streamer, adored is probably the most appropriate option. I understand. Allow me to seal our air energies together, then. That hurt. That felt good. Can't you feel the power? Yes, I feel it, but I also felt like I was tearing apart. Well, girl, I am a behemoth after all. What did you expect? I know, I can take it. Good. Now focus on that bit of air energy we unlocked. Your own anti-Sonic world. Everyone gets kind of like cocky but charming character here, like Knight or Prince. Or like Sonic. That's kind of like Sonic, right? Sonic's like fairly cocky, but like the idea is he has like he's like superficially annoying, but has all the qualities of a hero. I think that's my understanding of Sonic. Like full force, like brash and cocky, but also full force into loyalty and stuff, and like sticking up for people and all that junk. Now we're focusing on that bit of air energy we unlocked. We're going to use it to create our first card. I notice you have a ceremonial tokonoma for witchcraft in the basement. Head over there and I will teach you to create cards. Alright, is there anything else we could do? Can I click on you? No. Can I click anywhere? I have a cauldron. I've got a mirror. No, I clicked on the where I was supposed to go. I love this like cube. There's something like really mesmerizing about this just cosmic cube. The deck. Let's create a card. This is the Arcane Grimoire. Okay. Here you'll acquire magic item images that can be used to craft your cards. There are 3 types. Spheres for the background, Arcana for the main figure on the card, and symbols to add some magic pizzazz to your compositions. They all cost magic energy to summon. Right now you can only acquire air-type moments because we've only unlocked the air-type seal, or air seal. You can go ahead and browse the grimoire to save your future creations. I love browsing. It's actually whatever he wants. What he wants is just has to want good things. That's an interesting way to frame him, right? That's like almost a scarier way to frame Sonic, right? With like, oh, he does whatever he wants, and it's like that. That's like a more like terrifying way to look at Sonic's character. I mean, gradually, like arguably it's the same thing as what we were saying, but like the framing of it as like we're like it's almost like we're lucky that like it happens to be that like what he wants aligns with morality. It's very interesting. Opera House, an enchanted opera house that magnifies the emotions of. I'm guessing we have 9 things. So opera house, enchanted opera house that magnifies the emotions of anything sung inside its chambers. I'm pretty sure every combination of these is its own. Yeah, so these are all of the spheres. So like I think there's all of these combinations are different cards. So Opera House, Shane Opera House, the expresses the emotion of anything sung inside its chambers. Quicksand Graveyard. A magical cemetery for the witches who dare to tamper with time. The quicksand absorbs the bodies and turns their souls into heat. Interesting. Pleasant Prairie. When Jasmine's mentor retired, she summoned a dozen acres of enchanted grasslands, inspired by a poem written by the youngest witch of her coven. Moonstone Temple. Before magical enslavement was forbidden, the long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major demons with carving a gigantic temple out of a moon. The unspeakable dimensions of the temple made the witches who studied inside its halls aware of their insignificance within the universe, and enhances their powers through humility. That's part of Air's thing, right? Like you understand that your grand cosmic place in the universe, and like that actually enhances your powers, which is a very interesting concept of itself. Also, these are like from the Enchanted Opera. I was expecting these to be a lot less specific than like this is. Sonic is a good person, yes, but yes, I definitely think it's a very interesting way you stage his character. Not enough energy. Oh, they're different. So like we can do this. Not enough energy. Oh, because they're not air. I think this is like Earth. Most part, the only thing always sounding best is friend and morality. Interesting. That gives you a good way of twisting his character around. This is probably water. It's gonna be a tough one. Yavalana Payashyothi. During the last year war before the Age of Witches, the ancients pierced these lands so deep the planet is always bleeding lava. The first witches tried to heal this dominion by covering it with the tears of water deities. The waters of Yavanna Priyashyothi are forever boiling. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. This is really cool. The road. The road back is lethal. The road ahead is unknown. This is ominous. I know. I don't know where this comes from. But I know there's like a story of like a never-ending road somewhere, like a cosmic road, where like once you go down it, you just keep going, and like stuff gets weird. I don't know anything beyond that. I think it's like a common element in various, at least urban legends. I don't know if that's like a. I don't know if like my vague recollection, how recent that popped up. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't. I'm an idiot. This is candidate for the one I select, but I'm gonna read the rest of these. Demonic desert lands, home of Dahlia, the daggersmith witch. The white sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their knives and innards to craft ceremonial knives. Oh. Also, mixed energy costs are a thing. Good to know. The Shipwreck Library. Oh, that's cool, and I like this. The home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. Oh, I love this. I love this guy. I love this Shipwreck Library. We can't do it. We don't have water energy yet, boy. First thing we do when we get water, we're doing the Shipwreck Library. Charred battlefield. War is meaningless. I like the contrast between the very detailed war ones and these very simple kind of like things. VY Canis Majoris, one of the largest known stars, the forbidden behemoth, was once imprisoned at the core of this red hypergiant. Is that you? Is that you? Speaking of Sonic's friends, you should totally watch Where Was My Hero sometime, Philip. There's several problems with that. First off, you misspelled my name. Technically, you should totally do this. Smiley face is a bit concerning. It's a bit scary when you do that. Color me concerned. Sunset Docks, a humble wooden dock cursed by a heartbroken witch. The legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. Oh. It's actually a Dark Sonic Fox, which Halo has never met. Sonic, I see. Jade Monk's Waterfalls, home of the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. I talked about these guys earlier, too. The giant Jade Monk statues guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a deceased Jade Witch back to these waterfalls, she can be born again as a mortal, retaining her memories but not her skills. Those who are reborn must act as servants for the living witches of their coven. Interesting. Interesting. Souls. Aha. That's very interesting. Also, mortal. So, like, witches aren't mortal. Oh, Fick, not Fox. Gem Skull Belt. Oh, this was cool. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Greth carved 13 skull-shaped rooms out of an asteroid belt, all connected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow them to communicate with extra-dimensional beings. I love that. Nomad Sky Caravan. The best merchants of their galaxy. They couldn't figure out how to travel through space, so they tore away a piece of their homeland, skies, and took it with them. A blue nebula full of flying ships that soar the Milky Way. That is cool. No, this is the one. This is the one we're doing, almost certainly. So, like, they took part of their atmosphere and, like, they're, like, ripping the sky with them. That is insane. Titan Quarry. Titans are said to be able to mine a planet the size of Earth in less than 50 years. Their kind is unable to hurt a soul, so they only mine asteroids or planets that are unable to sustain life. No one knows what they use the mined materials for. They are happy to share the ore if you ask them with respect. Totally watch it. I'll come back to it. I will consider watching it / reading it. Which means I'll probably forget about it by the end of the stream. The 100-column worship. Inside the Warhorse Nebula, there's a passage to a non-Euclidean canyon filled with 100 obsidian towers. No witch knows who erected them. If you climb onto a tower, you can see versions of yourself looking back at you from many windows of the rest of the towers. Or are they the ones being watched? Defrenia, a city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for aeons, so their forges are always alight. I've always wondered myself, I find astrology / tarot / fortune telling stuff really interesting. It is very interesting. I only know two. I know I can pick out where Orion is in the sky, because earlier in the year I was like, I don't understand any of these constellations. I'm gonna make up my own, and so I made up one called the Eiffel Tower, and then we looked it up, and turns out the Eiffel Tower is just Orion. So I rediscovered Orion, and that's how I learned where Orion is in the sky. That is a fun story. A cursed cocktail bar that takes the soul of whoever owns it hostage in exchange for supernatural abilities to read into their customers' souls. The Red Strings Club. That's another game. That's their previous game. I guess that's the story of that previous game. Pretty neat. Forgotten Factory. Many millennia ago, before witches cracked the cosmic code to manipulate matter, they built a factory under the crust of Venus. It was operated by iron golems, and it allowed many human covens to expand beyond the solar systems. Interesting. Magical Post Office. A magic force realm inside the folds of time, only accessible by witches' familiars. The magical post office is the quickest way to send letters and parcels to one witch dominion to another. Witches favor this method of communication because there's no known way to tamper with it. Unveil inside the folded time. Oh, because you can only send your familiar in there. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure if this guy is our familiar, we might be able to tamper with it. It might be possible. We're going with the Nomad Spy Caravan. We've done our energy. 2. Select Arcane. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of upfront reading because we're gonna look at all our possibilities. But once we're done with this, there will be more moving of the plot. The Seed of Knowledge. Astral behemoth that hides behind the moon of planets which harbor undeveloped cultures like the solar system's Earth. It puts myths from other dimensions inside immortal minds to guide and protect them. Whoa! That's neat. A neat thing to think about. Harpy Herald. Harbinger of newfound paths. The Herald has been... actually, what? So that costs more than we can have. The Herald has been spreading occult discoveries from coven to coven since she was created by the corpse of Archwitch Kedamia. Sidereal Lovers, a goddess in love with a sidereal snake, an ever-burning passion that shatters the fabric of the void. The Shaman. Shamans have been taking care of the soul and heart of many tribes since the birth of the mortal kin. These mortals can grasp a blur of the ideas we witches weave into the light of the stars. Pilot from the Mechana cult. The coven of the Mechana cult erected these steel golems according to the instructions detailed in the scriptures that the Bedlam automata handed to her coven after returning from a 70-year-long trip into a black hole. The Gold Blower. One of the artisans, a minor god who crafted blessed jars. Water poured from an amphora blown by the gold blower will make fruit grow out of dead soil. Wine poured from a gold vase will make mortals find love. Tea poured from a golden kettle will inspire witches to write new spells. Wolf Mother and Children. A behemoth born from the erratic retelling of a popular fable. Every time a witch tells a story, the seed of knowledge absorbs the sediments of her words. When a tale is narrated enough times, a minor behemoth will appear. The wolf mother now wanders the cosmos, adopting orphaned magical creatures. Duchess of Solace. A fairy that offers her services as a dominatrix for sorceresses lost in lust. When a witch draws her power from passion, she can reach a point at which her libido takes control. With her extensive erotic repertoire, the Duchess of Solace has never failed to exhaust a lustful witch and return her to normal. Oh, so just it resets it then. Huh. Huh. Pyre for the heretic. Although humanity has a long history of witch burning, they have never managed to burn a real witch. Whoops. Whoops, guys. My bad. Killed a lot of innocent people. So goodbye. The classic Sonic Mobile, which is Sonic 4, Episode 1 and 2. Banner Bearer. Considered puny cowards, these witches know there's nothing braver than to charge onto the battle with a cloth instead of a sword. Huh. Forbidden door to pleasure. Witches found this door chained to the ever-expanding edges of this universe. No one's ever dared to go through it. Once, a young witch looked through its keyhole and fell victim to a 7-year-long orgasm. Addicted, she went back to look again, but this time she exploded into red dust. The dragon. Born from the imagination of mortals and extinct because of their greed, dragons were known for keeping treasure and grudges. The Harvest Oracle. A behemoth that keeps 3 of every known seed in this universe. Witches can ask for any of these seeds, under oath to restock them after they collect the fruit. Should they fail to deliver, the eyes of that witch will turn into said seed, and the oracle will come to harvest them. The Purple Blood Seeker. The last coyote gunslinger. Out to hunt down the scions of the purple blood behemoth throughout the vast cosmos. She feeds on their blood and extends their life to prolong her never-ending vengeance. Yeah, I've noticed that some of these have a, well, you know, the content warning was already up. Shoot, there we go. Deerfolk Paladin. Guardians of the Deerfolk Witch Coven. Just like humans, male deerfolk can't become witches. Oh, humans can't become... Oh, male humans can't become witches. I see. Unlike humans, male deerfolk aren't blind to magic, and they give their lives to the service of their coven to protect knowledge and hunt traitors. Huh. The Bartender. He is used to mourn and celebrate with people from all walks of life. He knows how to look into the soul of a mortal, and he knows how to exploit it. Avian Dancer. Exotic dancing spirits that are summoned throughout the universe for their ability to take a celebration to levels of pure ecstasy. They have never visited planet Earth. Aww. The Florist. A very old man that has given his entire life to the art of growing and reading flowers. He's got to know how not only their names and properties, but their effects on the hearts of mortals. The Astronaut. He knows that time is a sea and not a line. He's on a quest to make the universe equal and just for every life form. Duna Harai. The Fallen Hero. Heroes don't protect the people, but ideals. A symbol of resilience and sacrifice. They can only be killed by corruption. I think we don't have a lot of options. A lot of these are more expensive than the places. We have, in fact, 2 options. The Shaman and the Harpy Herald. I am going to use the Harpy. Select the symbol. Huh. I'm guessing that there's just more than 1 row of these. We only have 3 energy left. Golden Shovel. The last bladed tool forged by the gold blower. The golden shovel is hollow, so you can feel the energy resonances of the earth while you dig. Bottomless jug. Its contents are sour because it pours the unshed tears of the dead. Asteroid. Asteroids are astral bodies with a destination. When an asteroid is born, it is written in its core where and when it will crash. They bring fire and change. Ruby candle lamp. Unnatural crimson flames enlighten the dark paths of the mind. They shed light over hidden courage, but also rage. Onyx trumpet. A blatant way to announce your will and desire. This instrument has many detractors, but no one is able to ignore its sentiment. Cane of sacred wood. Oh, it's Ardu. A cane carved out of wood from a sacred willow makes grass sprout from every hole it pokes on, even the most arid soil. Aether Wings, one of the most popular spells among beginner witches. The Aether Wings spell not only allows the user to fly, but allows them to gift wings to other beings. Glass Trident. They say it only makes traitors bleed. There's only one, and it has been lost since they used it in the trial that got Aedanas expelled from her former coven. Wait, Aedanas... wait a second. Wait, isn't Aedana my coven leader? Say it only makes... Oh, her former coven. So I guess this is... So she got expelled for her former coven, but I don't think... I think she still runs our coven? I don't know. Geruktersterkirsch. A magic trinket created by boiling seashells in a beluga oil and marrowbone. Whatever you whimper into a Gerukterkirsch will transform into gossip that spreads like wildfire among mortals and witches alike. Minister of Secrets. Whatever secret you confess, the Minister of Secrets will keep anyone from spreading it. The spell will break if the eel dies. Obsidian Sledgehammer. Bolts fixed to the earth by an obsidian sledgehammer are impossible to remove unless you recite the words carved into the hammer's head. They're often used to trap demons or set up camps in the wildlands. Welcome back, Turkey. Fire Whip of Dominance. A popular tool among witch summoners to tame fire elementals. The spirits do not submit because of the pain, but because of the pleasure. Igniting Saber. Blades made out of daemon bones that can light on fire if you whisper the name of the beast they came from. Arbiter Book. An arbiter's most essential tool, whatever they write in these books, is updated immediately in the Master Grimoire, and once the information is classified by a superior officer, replicated throughout every book of every arbiter. Oh. Huh. It's like the book internet. The Binternet. The Binternet. Jade Roadkeepers. The coven of the Jade sculptors craft these little guardians to bless their roads. Whoever walks a path blessed by a Jade Roadkeeper will be free from thieves and predators. The Blue Light Torch. Eyes for the night, pain for the wraith. The Inevitable Three. A summonable flock of legendary prey birds that can deliver any message, hunt any fugitive, and steal any trinket. Tower Shield. It protects a warrior from their ankles to their eyes. A common piece of equipment for the Deerfolk Paladins. Swordfish Liquor. 1 glass will make you happy. 2 glasses will make you horny. 3 glasses will make you honest. Hunter Witch Rifle. Witches that specialize in hunting magical beasts often turn their wands into rifles. These weapons are able to shoot any magic spell sealed inside a sapphire bullet. The Dark Matter Bow. An arcane bow designed to hunt spirits. It cannot hurt physical entities, so sometimes witches use it for mock battles and recreating William Tell's infamous shot. Oh, I do like that. It's like, well, can't hurt physical enemies. We're just gonna... It's such a cool name, the Dark Matter Bow, and they're just gonna use it like a Nerf gun. Veridus Mirror. A mirror that only shows the reflection of its owner. You can't lie while looking at it, so witches use it to find out if they are fooling themselves, which happens quite often. Snowcat Eyes. The eyes of a cat from the Crystal Nebula dimension. If you seal the eye of a snowcat in a glass doll, it'll come to life and protect you until it shatters. They're extremely fragile and extremely dangerous. Iron Servant of the Forge Planet. We're gonna go with the Arbiter book. Now build your first card. You can move the background and drag, rotate, or scale the images around. Add as many images as you want from the stock of the sides of the card. Don't worry, it won't cost you extra energy. Put your soul into it. Make it look beautiful. Woo! Oh, this is fun. Alright. Let's see. Oh, what do we do with the background? This'll flip it. Oh, it'll... I see. Not duplicate that yet. If I delete it... Interesting. Alright, wait, what's this? Controller? Oh, I'm not using a controller. I don't need... Oh, I could select. It's art time. Can I move this? Oh, here we go. There we go. I was like... I want... somewhere here. Take this. Flip this. Put this here. This stuff looks like my kind of game. Well, because of this stuff, I think they make every playthrough unique. But it is very nice. Nope, gotta earned. There we go. Just put the put this here. We'll put this here. We put this. Just add this in the space here. I think I can like. No. We'll add this kind of thing floating like up here. I think that's fairly good. I think that looks decent. We're gonna do this. Oh, there's like a thing where it... Oh, it doesn't matter where you put it? Interesting. The meaning of a card varies depending on which element you combine. Card Legend. The merchant caravan spreads conversations. A strong avatar for justice. Imbued with purpose. The Avatar's book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Meanings. Leadership, purpose, justice, predestination, luck. Air elements lean towards relationships, community, and karma. Pay attention to your studies so you can tune your divination style towards the ideas you fancy the most. Interesting. It can be tricky at the beginning. The only way to master this is through experience. So this is the only one I have. The Hymn to Fortune. For justice imbued with purpose. Very interesting. I did it. I made my first card. Do you like it? Looks promising. I was a bit confusing. I prefer Taro. I'm gonna say it looks promising. Looks promising. Feels way more complex than Taro, but I can sense its potential. Good. We're only just getting started. It will all make more sense when you try your hand at reading them. We'll wait until you've made at least 2 cards, though. This will help tarot reading, because you need, like, 2 cards. I mean, come on, you need at least... I don't know how you do it. There's not a lot of predestination shuffling a single card. Ellipses. I'm sorry, you must be tired. Go to bed and review the fundamentals of air. Tomorrow we will unlock your water. Thank you, Abramar. Thanks to you, Fortuna. I'll figure out how to pronounce it someday. I will make you happy. I promise. Good night. Nighty night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Do not be afraid of him. Become his master. I mean, I'm not afraid of him at this point. I mean, I realize that I probably should tread wisely, but, like, I just don't want to chill, you know? I want to... He seems like a cool dude. Oh, Fortuna. Each day me cometh to teach us thee. For briefest is the cosmos, and eternal thy grief. What are you doing? I thought I could get more in character to satisfy your expectations. I'd rather focus on our studies. Oh, come on. You're not the only one excited about being able to talk to someone after eternal imprisonment. They've added piano. Loosen up a bit. Everyone, let's get on with the studies, please. Enough, I command you to focus. Only familiar, what charm art we studying today? Oh, we're definitely... I keep accidentally unplugging this thing. It will happen. It happened before. It'll happen again. We'll try and stop it from happening, though. You guys can hear me, though, right? Like, you can hear me again? It's been 1 hour, and already so much voicing goes into this. Welcome back. Thank you. Alright. Water comes in many shapes: purpose, desire, willpower. Water is everything that lives inside of you. Water is emotion. That's a good synthesis, yes. Master your water and you will have the key to any heart and soul. There's power in empathy and self-awareness. Water isn't my forte, but I understand. Yeah, I noticed that. You suck at water. Don't worry, I'm here to support you. You're you're not very in touch with your emotions. Now, for the second part of our contract, we will seal our water energies together and then get you therapy. Yes, please. Again, you decide the nature of our contract. Answer this question. And remember, your answer will affect your fate dramatically. It'd be really funny if it doesn't actually affect your fate. I'm sure it does, but I know. Water and water and water and water. For the water seal, what is your innermost desire? Power, romance, knowledge. I'm gonna go for knowledge. We're gonna go for knowledge. Power is nice. Romance is there. And the knowledge, we're gonna go with knowledge. We gotta go for that knowledge. I like knowing. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Knowledge. Oh, knowledge. That's not a common desire, isn't it? I thought it was. I thought it'd be a pretty common desire, but I guess it's not. But it makes sense. Enlightenment is a mighty resource for a witch. Can't wait to see what you'll make of new knowledge. Although be careful not to stumble onto one of the cosmic truths that are better left unknown. I want to know, though. Don't want my favorite witch to lose her mind. I'm already your favorite. We've met for like 3 days. Must have been really lonely for like 5,000 years. Now, I have a question. When will all the contracts we've been sealing become effective? Immediately. I mean, they are etched to the cosmic wheel as we speak. In time, it'll all come to you, and you'll be pretty aware of the moment they're delivered. I see. I can tell you one thing for sure. They'll come in the same order we sealed them. First, you will get your adoration. You'll notice how people idolize you. Sometime after, you'll discover a new source of knowledge. Then, whatever we seal on your earth will happen, and finally, in the distant future, you'll pay the price we agree on the fire seal. A price, huh? Yes, a price. We went over this. Everything you ask for will come at a price. I guess your summoning spell is forbidden for a reason, huh? Having second thoughts? No. Also, I told you I wouldn't, because that would be going back on my word, and I have an important... I believe in fulfilling and going through with what you've promised. Anyway, I need this. Seal the second contract already. I wish you could agree on the price first. Brace yourself. We have been watered. Hark, my bones. Woohoo! Girl, you have power. I just hope this torture is worth it. It will be. Have faith. Can I make a new card now? Yes, same as yesterday. Head to the basement. I was assuming I'll have more places to go once we unlock more things. Or once we get out of this place. Let's browse the deck. We have this one. It's our only one. Alright, so we're because we don't get our wind replenished, we are encouraged to go for watery stuff. What's watery? Alright, we have this place. We have the Shipwrecks Library, which, let's be honest, that's what we're gonna do. The Sunset Docks. We actually have the one thing necessary to do the Jade Monk waterfalls, but we can't do the Gem Skull Bells. We also have the ability to make the Red Strings Club. I'm gonna go for the Shipwreck Library, because I am enchanted by this existent thing. Seed of Knowledge. Alright, so we have one. So what can we do with a bunch of water and one? We can do the Wolf Mother and Children. The Forbidden Door of Pleasure. The Bartender. Well, okay, we gotta go for the Forbidden Door of Pleasure. It's a door. It's at the end of the universe. Alright, we're going for this sucker. And then, this is Tears of the Undead. Trader's Bleed. Oh, we can still make these. Well, not that one. Minister of Secrets? I kind of like that one. Swordfish Liqueur. The Verdus Mirror, can't lie. And the Snow Can't Eyes. I'm gonna go... You know, we have the Door of Endless Pleasure. Let's add the Swordfish Liqueur to that. Makes sense. Oh, alright, so let's see. Let's see. I think this has to be there. How big can we make this sucker? So these things have to be here, I'm guessing. Let's essentially center this a little bit. Line this up with the door. That's just a weird fun. Yeah, it's gotta be right. Put this down with fish lady. This thing. Swimming in the ocean. Add the doorknob to the doorknob to the door. Yeah, I could just like a ton of bottles down here. Tilt some of them. Oh, I see. Oh, so we can make... Oh, so we can make this, right? Like we could do this. Rest it here. Take the liqueur. Flip it. Create a big old waterfall. Connect it up. There we go. Lots of stuff's falling in. I'm just gonna put this up here as like an antenna. Have the sea monster thing hold a sword glass. You're right. Give her a glass. Make it a big one. I wish I could bring up like some of the background elements. There we go. Perfect. I like it. We don't need the actual door. That's the door. See, no problem with this. This is what I call art. High alchemy. The deity in the shipwreck scrutinizes every secret. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The swordfish liqueur runs with truth. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. Hidden potentials runs with truth. One person who made a Sonic earlier, they just stopped uploading one day around 6 years ago. It's a mystery. Woo. Glad you appreciate the high art that it takes to make these cards. Now come upstairs. You're going to read the cards for me. We've added a clapping sound. To really slowly walk up these stairs. Time for some divination. I just noticed his mouth does move when he speaks. This is your area of expertise, so you guide me through this. Okay, a card reading with just 2 cards, huh? We need to test if these really work, so I'll do a reading we can confirm on the spot. I'm going to read your past. Whoa, that's bold. I like it. I'm ready. Ahem. It's been a couple of centuries without my deck. I may be a bit rusty. You just enjoy it. You're among friends here. Well, friend, there's only one of you. Or maybe there isn't. Okay, it's going to be a very simple reading. I'm going to draw a card and place it on this spot to read into your past. Here we go. Here we go! Well, how are you shuffling? That's too many cards for that shuffling animation. The hymn to fortune. The merchant caravan spreads conversations. A strong avatar for justice imbued with purpose. The arbitrators... Hurricane of... why am I reading this again? Hurricane of Avenger started like a call for the unexpected. Funny... I'm betting you're so old that all of these cards apply to you. Funny thing, I've just noticed if I click down, it automatically like brings it to the option. Past. There was a time which you were worshipped by a coven. You have been tricked, tortured, or destroyed numerous times. You are older than this universe. Oh, these seem to... So there are multiple meanings. You have time which you have worshipped by covens. Tricked, tortured, destroyed, you are older than the universe. I'm gonna go with you, but tricked, tortured, destroyed numerous times. Yes, I have. Is this a sensitive issue? Not gonna lie to you, it is. You know, it kind of sucks to be tricked, tortured, or destroyed. Given the nature of the gifts, I can concede to the one who's... Given the nature of the gifts, I can concede to the one who summons me. Well, not everyone is as nice as you. Let's leave it at that. Well, they have to pay the price. Come... Oh, Fortuna. Man, is this sensitive? Yes. Tell me more. Give me more information on that. Charisma check. Come on, tell me a little more about that time you were tricked, tortured, or betrayed. I am curious, though, right? So you can be tricked, tortured, and betrayed, right? Because like the way it's framed with the cosmic thing, like it feels like I'm the one that's gonna be making a Faustian bargain that's gonna get screwed over. Okay. For example, I've been summoned during wars to obliterate the enemy. Then, instead of paying the price of the contract, they just destroyed me. That's an option? You're a cosmic entity. What, like, we could just do that? Like, whoa! Guys, we could just, like... We don't have to pay the price. We can just... Guys, I'm sending a get-out-of-jail-free card here. Ouch. I can't deal with betrayal. It takes me a lot to recover from it. Yeah, I mean, like... Can't believe you're just allowed to do that. There was this time a lustful witch summoned me to help her gather a harem. Harem of 100 of the most beautiful witches, beautiful among witches and fairies. Looking back, those were some fun times. But when the time came to pay the price, the witch and her 100 lovers cast a spell to break me into 99 pieces, and they scattered me around the cosmos. Your deal sucks. You literally give people the ability to destroy you. Like, is this like a ploy so that I pay the price out of pity? Cause honestly, you make it seem real easy to get out of a Faustian bargain. Like, I was like, well, we're just gonna have to pay the price. It's the premise of the game. But like, I don't think we're gonna have to pay the price, guys. I think there's a chance that we might do it to be cool, but like, I think there's a chance we might be able to get out of that. It's like he's being very candid about it. Maybe he wants to make me feel arrogant. Maybe that's the idea, right? He tells me of the times people have gotten out of paying the price so that I think I can get out of paying the price. But I'm already pretty devoted to doing this, and if all it matters is that I actually do it, like if I agree and it's snap done, huh? How do you break such bounds? It took my next summoner 10 millennia to gather all my pieces and repair me through Kintsugi. So that's where all your golden scars from. Oh! Interesting. Yes. You won't betray me, right? Like, please. Come on, man. Like, please. Please don't betray me. So far, I'm nothing but grateful. You've got a great ally in me, then. Tells me our actions may or may not have repercussions. Well, yeah, well, he is. He's telling us there are actually repercussions. Still, I can't believe we're getting a cosmic entity. Yeah, people just regularly take advantage of me. Like, it's making it seem a little bit of a little bit. I wonder if he eventually does get to collect that price, though, when he comes back. Wow, what was that? I felt an energy surge. That is your deck harvesting energy. Whenever you do a reading, you'll harvest magic akin to the card you drew. That must be where he was. That's why he was banished and we summoned him. He just keeps getting re-banished every time because the price... I'm worried the price must be, like, really great then, though. Right? Like, it's got to be something that, like, everyone's just like, and then, like, choose the other option. Harvest magic akin to the card you drew. Fortune telling will be your main source of energy once we seal our pact. I see. Alright, the cards work. They work like a charm, I must say. You're a gifted fortune teller, my friend. Thank you. I really missed this. I almost forgot how exciting it is to dig into the secrets of the Cosmic Wheel. I'm so happy for you. And I am so thankful, Abramar. Now, about avoiding that price thingy. We're just getting started. Now go get some rest. Tomorrow we'll make another card and do some more divination. Looking forward to it. Good night. I can't wait for it to come back to haunt me and like whatever the price is. Avamar loves you. Do you think you will ever be able to love a being such as him? I don't know. I don't really know what a being such as him means. Anyway, lesson W, straight. I know that's Ivy for 4. Today's lesson is about Earth. Earth is one of the... Well, it's kind of crazy that, like, despite being an insignificant planet in, like, a tiny corner of the universe, it does happen to be one of the four cosmic elements. Like that's like it's like the Earth's like little tourist kind of like thing. Like, here's where we produce Earth, one of your 4 cosmic elements. This is a powerful one. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Well, of course, but I just like this one. This one is pure potential. Literally power. Okay, glad to see you're excited. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay, Earth, how can I sum it up? Earth represents determination. Determination, you say? Empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding support to the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also the support of your allies. The Master wants Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood, those are all also forms of Earth energy. I understand. We've added the wompy ingredients, the like, wow, like kind of like weird. I don't know how to describe these. Now for the third part of our contract. We will seal our Earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. You get the idea. What do you want to become your main source of determination? I'd like to become save points. Love the support of my friends, conquest defeating my rivals, myself, personal growth, and self-realization. I feel like conquest is evil. I'm gonna go for love and the support of my friends. I just want to chill with people. I want to be strong because I have because of my friendship and stuff. I want to harness the magic of friendship. Love the support of my friends. Oh, that's beautiful. Pity I'm your only prospect for friendship. Hey, I have friends. One of the reasons I've summoned you is to get to meet them again. So if your magic works, suppose you boast, you'll get to see them soon enough. I hope so, otherwise activating Earthseal is going to be pretty lame. Even if we can't see each other, they have my back, I know it. Interesting. I'm worried about his comment that he is our only prospect for friendship. I see. Heartwarming. Now I will seal our earth entities together. Get ready. Oomph. The power. I love earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. I'm one of the tough ones then. Oh, you bet you are. You have been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Oh. Although we still have fire to seal. That one is painful even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part. Let's make a card. Very interesting. Let us make the card of the earth. Now we have two, so we can make this gun. We have options here. Pleasant Prairie. What do I want to do? We can do things like the road, but I want to make one that's mostly earth-based. Titan Quarry. Oh, I just realized this isn't a full thing. Like, oh, we're not able to reuse. Yeah, because like the other water one is, so we're not able to reuse. Interesting. I'm gonna use the Gem Skull belt. Seed of Knowledge, we don't have enough for that. Can't do that, it causes fire. Can't do that, don't have enough. We have enough for the mech suit. Alright, so we can do the mech suit. Not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. Enough, I can do with the dragon. Also enough, the Harvest Oracle. Not enough. Enough for the Deerfolk Paladin. Not enough for the Bartender. Enough for the Avian Dancer. Enough for the Florist. Enough for the Astronaut. I do really want to do the Astronaut at some point. Well, not enough. Not enough for Thorn Horror. We're going to go for the mech suit. Oh, come on. We got to go for the mech suit. Alright, so... yeah, it's interesting to know that these are limited. At least in this playthrough, we can't reuse. We can do Golden Shovel, Bottomless Jug. We should do one of the ones that's more. Even though we could do Ardu. How many earth-based are there? The Obsidian Sledgehammer. Passed by the duel will be free from thieves and predators. The Shield. Iron Servant. We're gonna do Ardu. We're gonna use Ardu. Sacred Will. So this I see. Goodbye. Oh, I like this. This is such a cool place card. I wish I could like zoom out and get more. Like, this is a tricky one. Cause like it's hard to get like the full picture. let's get the teeth, like, basically in so like, we can tell it's in the mouth. Let's put the robot suit back together. Do we have... I actually don't know how... So... Well, let's bring this upper thing. We're gonna bring this sucker up. What if we flip this guy? Can we use this, I think? I don't know how to do this. What if we, yeah, I don't actually know. What is this thing? Put this back. Sure. Perfect. Exact makes perfect sense, right? Just gotta put a lot of flowers in. Looks like a Lego minifigure. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Really proud of this. I'm drinking on my own water. Arcana are blessed by the power. Oh god. By the power of the Gem Skull Belt. Mecha pilots are excellent guardians. The sacred cane blesses the landscape. Excessive Earth energy can lead to immobility. Alliance, Guardian, Ego, and different stagnation. The Autotriton. Autotriton. Nicely done. Thanks. It doesn't look like a Lego minifigure. I'd see people believe in me. Come upstairs and do a reading for me, would you? I like how they've like added like extra instruments and taken them away for different parts of this sequence. Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any ideas on what to read next? I'm going to read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher. You'll give me no quarter, huh? I'm game, do your worst. I need to know for the sake of our relationship. The Autotriton. Or first with the bow, the Ramak. Earth energy can lead to immobility. That's a good sign. You would like to be summoned more often. You want more which to desire you. You'd like to be almighty again, greater than this universe. You are deeply depressed. You yearn for peace of mind. Well, we're going for this one. All my wishes to desire you. So whatever we say gets spoken into existence. Dear depressed, you want for peace of mind. I am depressed. How could I be depressed? I don't even know what you're talking about. Are the cards wrong then? The deck is foolproof, but there's always human error. Looks, it tells you what energy you'll get. Yes, I did notice that. I was going off what was interesting. I did realize it told me what energies. Deck is foolproof, but there's always human error. Oh, so we get to choose. We get to choose, but like we could be wrong. So like those three options, whatever we choose for those options isn't necessarily correct. I don't feel this card is wrong, and I'm not human, I'm a witch. You may be all the mighty behemoth, but I am the fortitude, and you're just my querent. When this happens, it usually doesn't mean that I'm wrong, but that the querent can accept the reading. Come on, I'm older than you in time, I would know better. That being said, he does feel like annoyed about, he does feel like there are reasons to be sad about he does keep getting betrayed. Lonely, maybe. Frustrated. So lonely, maybe. Frustrated, resentful, for sure. But depressed, that's a human thing. I've never known a behemoth that's been depressed. Abramar, listen. It's okay. I can help you. I'm the one helping you here. Yes, and I'm grateful. But if you ever need to talk, I'll be happy to listen. You're not alone anymore. Wow, this switch. You will feel better, I promise. Sure. I think I gotta draw another card. Oh, what for? I wonder, this is actually very interesting, I do wonder if she's right. Because there are reasons, right? Like, he admits to being frustrated and resentful. We know he does, like, he is a bit more human than, like, we see to take, than we would expect. I really do wonder. But he also implies it's possible to misread the cards, which I think is very interesting. Because, like, we don't choose when the card is drawn, but we choose what it means. You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Shh, let the cards speak. Alright, it's him to fortune. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. You want to be afraid you crave my approval. You are trying to seduce me. Okay. I feel like this one is obviously not true. I feel like this one's the most true. He does seem to just want like a friend. So I'm probably gonna choose this one. I kind of want to see what happens if I just go for a clearly wrong thing. He's not trying to seduce me. Huh, I wonder if these energies have to do with how... Like, yeah, these are the energies I receive. I wonder if like, certain energy... Like, maybe water is just wrong. It's just... Water seems to be full emotional. And this is for strength. I'm gonna go with this. You crave my approval. You don't mince words, eh? That's just what the card said. Yes, but you're the one phrasing it. Right, so I do get to choose. Again, I wonder how ironclad our predictions are. In any case, it comes as a surprise. I would never picture a superior being like you needing validation from someone like me. I wouldn't go as far as needing validation, but it is true that I would love to be friends. I like you a lot. Well, we already have each other now, so aren't we friends already? This doesn't necessarily mean that, but I appreciate the sentiment. Nah, it doesn't feel like it yet. I'd say for now we're partners at best, but I trust that in time we can develop a beautiful friendship beyond common interest. Or at least I hope you don't just dump me after you get what you want out of our contract, which seems to be what everyone else seems to do. I can't tell how much of a game he's playing. Do I spell abandonment issues here? Fortuna, you're really getting confident with what I must remind you is a cosmic being. Come on, you know what I've been through. And I only told you a couple of stories off the top of my head. I've been through hell, put through hell. I'm sorry. I find it amusing to see the forbidden behemoth of legend dealing with such mundane problems. Hey, personal relationships are far from mundane. They're one of the greatest energies of the cosmos. Air and water, remember? True, I'm sorry. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. You're absolutely right. As you can see, I won't get bored with you. What now? I'm the one that needs some rest after today's session. Go and review what we've studied so far and get tomorrow ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal and also the most trying of the energies. Very well. Oh, that's how I was supposed to connect them. Were you the leader of your coven? How would you punish someone for having summoned Arbamar? Well, considering I'm summoning him, I wouldn't. I'd be like, But like, if I hadn't already summoned him, I don't know. So this is what it was supposed to look like. And then there's what I created. Whoops. Ah, well. Would exile suffice? Would you be able to forgive something like this? Depends. I don't really have context. I don't know how severe of a thing this is. Or maybe you would think it worthy of death. Conflict. Alright, let's finally find out what the price is. Ready for more. Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It was pretty basic stuff. Your teaching sucked. Understood. No. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Yes, I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. Ellipses. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Oh, of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. What is it, then? Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. No, I want to know. I want to know. Like, no, I want to know what the if I'm making a deal with like an Elder Torah and they're like, actually this might be a bad idea. I'd want to know what they were talking about. I'm just moody for some reason. Is it 'cause you're depressed? It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cards after we finish today's session? I mean, yeah, it does feel like the kind of... I feel like you really, really, really want to, like... I feel like that's the kind of thing you'd want to iron out. I don't want to be like, it's probably nothing. It's probably not. What's the worst that could happen? Like, when the Eldritch Demon is like, what's the worst that could happen? I'm, like, really concerned. That might be a good idea. That's why the perks are being summoned by a fortune teller. Ha 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 ha. So true. You're on. It'll be a good challenge as the final test for this new deck, to figure out what's gonna go horribly wrong. That's the Arbamar I know from, like, 3 days of knowing you. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is, then. This element is usually feared by most and yearned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle, of dying a ton of times on, like, that one level and, like, getting really angry. Fire's your wrath. Fire is video games. Fire is Pikmin 2. Fire, conflict. Exactly. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. And even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Master your fire, and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. I've been concerned about this character trait as well. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now the final contract. The sanction will affect your fate profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? Oh! So, witches are immortal. So, I've given my one out. The Coven, the life of whoever I love the most. Only one of these does not put someone else at harm's way. And we're not going to do a Frankenstein, which, like, we're in the book where Victor Frankenstein just gets really sad about all those people that are being murdered. That the monster in Frankenstein kills all of Victor's family, and he's like, woe is me, and, like, all of his family is just dead, and I'm like, yeah, woe is also the family. We're not gonna let that happen. We're not gonna, like, do that. Even if I think a lot of my friends are in the Coven, so I'm not gonna do that. And the life whoever I love the most, I mean, you know, like that's definitely gonna be hurtful. My immortality means I will die. Well, not me, but it's the only one that doesn't bring someone else into the crosshairs. And while it's terrifying as a concept to die, it's probably the only one I can do. It's probably the one that will lead to the least regret. My immortality. Oh, wow. Are you sure about that? You'll live a maximum of another 60 years after you pay the price. Plus, you won't be able to live in space anymore. You'll have to go down to Earth and live among humans. You want to reconsider? No. This is my final. No. I'm going all in on this. I mean, it helps that it's not my death, you know, like it's just hers. It's Fortuna's, but I do not want to. I just, it's my price, right? I make the deal. I pay the price. And that's the only answer that lets me do that. This is my final answer. As you wish. I will etch your decision into the Cosmic Wheel and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. I can't breathe. Oh, right. Whoopsie doopsie. We're in space and I just kind of gave away my mortality. I thought the price was happening in the future. This pain, it burns. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me, Fortuna. Wake up. Oh, we never got to figure out what the problem was. Fortuna, wake up. Wake up. I don't know who's saying that. Oh, hey, we're back. Chapter 1, Arbitrage. Well, what happened? Yeah, that was really cool. um, hmm. I don't know. How long is Chapter 1? Because, like, We're like more than halfway through our usual time slot. Well, I normally go to 12. I could end at 11. We'll see if there's like a... Cause like, Sorry I had to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple of days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh yeah, what about? Can't remember, but it felt premonitory. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window, you've got a visitor. That falcon. That's a familiar from an arbiter. Probably shouldn't... Why, whoops, we've been caught. What's an arbiter? Huh. The arbitrage office is an organism composed of former witches, unaffiliated with any coven, that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. Oh, that's a good sign. I think we've been discovered. Former witches unaffiliated. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely interface with their internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them? Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. Brutal. To avoid further future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This will happen before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. And what do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you? That's impossible, my arts are untraceable. There's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure, I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Okay, plus I still owe you a reading, right? Don't worry about it, there'll be time for that. Okay, but you're not off the hook. I really want to know about the bad feeling. We'll look into what worries you eventually, as if I could escape you. Terrifying. Let's make fire, and then we'll weigh our options. What's a good... Dare to tamper with time. Bone demons. War is meaningless. He was prison there. I'm gonna go with the quicksand graveyard. I do wait. We can't do the seed of knowledge. Side real lovers, guys. Oh, the seed of passion. Duchess. Do we have enough for the Dutch? Oh yeah, because we keep picking emotional answers, so we do have enough for the Duchess of Solace. Pyre of the Heretic. We don't have enough for this guy actually, or the dragon. We have enough for the Harvest Oracle, but I want to do one with at least a little fire. Fire lets us do a lot, but it's not the main component in a lot. It's not even the main component in Duchess of Solace. It might only be the main component in the Sidereal Lovers and the Pyre for the Heretic. Let's see. I'm going to do the Heretic then. And we already are in a graveyard for punishing witches. It's Earth, Fire. Okay, so we have the Asteroid. Where it will crash. The Candle Lamp. Hidden Courage, but also Rage. Lightning Saber. Fire Whip of Dominance. Eyes for the Night, Pain for the Wrath. Hunters. I think we're gonna do the ruby candle lamp. Oh, this is pretty... All of this is actually fire-based. Right. We could... That was the angry sun. But no, I'm gonna center it so, like, the thing... the pyre will block the cross. I want to get this more centered than this. That'll probably be the best we could do. Just get it as big as possible, because I'll get it as thick as possible. Candles fly in the sky. On the creature, let's put the embers. Now let's duplicate. Now let's duplicate again. Dang it. Now let's get all of these guys. Duplicate. Alright, screw it. This was originally a lot neater, but you know, things have gone badly. Try to keep the fire down here. Beautiful looking. And no one can convince me otherwise. Perfect. That's a good sign. I think this is perfect. We'll let the fire blaze above the... Perfect. Another work of art. Sinner's rebirth. Overflowing with hate and regret, the quicksand taints its visitors, setting what scares you on fire. The red flame from the candles lead to disgusting discoveries. The overstimulation fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. Judgment, test, rivalry, tragedy, change, rebirth. Nice. That's a pretty nice thing to do. Oh, we can create another card. I'm not going to. Actually, I'm going to see if I can escape. Let me see. If I go to the title, how do I save? Is my card saved? I'd assume so. Text view default. Let's go out. Oh, here's what you missed earlier. This was at the beginning. It was just a lot of this. Deconstruct team. Card gallery. No, we can see all of them. Share grimoire. Oh, you can see date of creation. Said it also auto-saved. Yeah, I don't know how to know if it auto-saved. They're in order. Date of creation. So, like, there's, like, date of creation up there. Share grimoire. Oh, and then share card. Oh, so I can, like, upload this. Interesting. I wonder if, like, if to get all cards, like, if we could combine all possibilities. Let's look at the credits. I think this is probably going to be where I end off for today. I don't know what's going to happen in the next chapter, but, like, this is a good chunk. I know it's earlier than I usually leave off, but in my defense, these kinds of reading games where I have to do a lot of reading take a lot out of me, kinda. It actually takes a lot to, like, do these. 4 readings together anyway, which you use to make more cards. Yes, so you perform readings, those give you energy. That energy decides what cards you can make, and then you would have to do multiple playthroughs, but I wonder if there's, like, a free... I do want to just see all the cards. I don't know if that's actually something that, like, you're supposed to do, though. I'm not gonna go for, like, the 100% completion. Like, we gotta see all the cards if it's not an achievement. I think the achievement just has me make the Arcana. I'm not sure. It depends on how hard it is to make all the cards. Because, like, if there's, like, a free card creator mode, then, like, sure, I'll just create them. Been really nice and chill. Thank you. Of course, nothing's happened yet in the real story. It hasn't truly begun, but yes, it has been very fun. I've enjoyed it. I think this will be where I think at least for today, the goal is to do one chunk every stream, I think. And I think that means that if there's a natural stopping spot early, I'm going to take it. Both because I don't want to overextend myself. That's the main fear. And this is one of the game reading. I've had issues before with burning out on the readings in different games, and would like to avoid that. So I think this is gonna be how we do this series. We gotta, like, take it at our... Well, we're gonna be okay with a what's the word? Early bow outs, shorter. We're taking it in shorter chunks to try and preserve my voice and spirit. That's the idea, at least. Points, test weeds. I should hope things go well for us. I'd say, I mean, we're gonna die, but, like, yeah, I don't know. I'll look at the achievements again afterwards with some of the new context and see what's up. Good night, Galaxy Wolf. Oh, I should say, while we're doing this, in the description there's links to my Discord and to my... There's links to my Discord, my Twitter, and the archive channel where you can find uploads of most of my live streams. And of course you can just look at the upload thing on the live tab of this channel, but I also upload them as another place for safekeeping. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Oh, you can hold for it to go faster. Yeah. Thank you for flying with the Flightship.